Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about my complete workflow, a very basic one for AI OFM. So if you're completely new to this, I'm going to be basically breaking down a sample workflow, exactly how it would look if you were looking to get into this industry and start your own AI OFM agency. So basically, first of all, the most important part is creating the model. Now, how can you guys do this? First of all, you guys want to have an idea of what your model is going to look like. So this is what I call the babe designing phase. So you're essentially just creating a model from scratch. So what you want to be doing is you want to be researching your model and the niche that she will be in. Now, the cool thing about being an AI OFM is the fact that if you're already someone who's very much into a niche, for example, whether that's gaming or certain type of music genres or whatever it is, whatever your interest might be, sports, you can kind of tailor this girl to almost be like a female version of you, but with a pussy and tits. The sky is the limit with this, guys. So you want to be doing that first of all. And then after that, to actually create the model itself, what you're going to be doing is, well, Picasso is a good place to start. So Picasso, you want to be getting the base images there. I'm going to go over a more streamlined version of model creation itself after I get through this stuff, but this is just to give you an overview of how it look like. So that's step one. After that, you want to be creating your SFW content. This is going to be for social, fan view, or slushy. If you guys don't know what slushy is, watch one of my previous videos. I break down why I honestly think this is going to be the next. It's going to replace the new Reddit for OF. Very insane. It's like a TikTok Reddit all combined into one. So watch my video, link will that one, probably overlay it somewhere here, or link will for that one will be somewhere down below in the description. You guys should definitely check that one out. Next thing, you'll be creating your NSFW content. So what's the content that you're actually gonna be selling? So there's two types of content. SFW will be the content to market her. And then the NSFW is like, what are you actually selling? So you know what I'm saying? All right, after that, once you have all that ready, the next stage is marketing. All right, so white hat marketing is basically all your organic methods of marketing, right? So this will just be your IG, Twitter, TikTok, Threads. I'm not going to go super in depth here, but these are the socials that you would use for organic. I will make videos more about this in depth. If you want to know more information about this stuff, join my free Discord below. I'm building that out as we speak. I'm also going to be building out a school course with all of this stuff where I go very in depth into these things, literally the whole A to Z that is getting built out, and you guys will know when that's up and running. Next will be Black Hat. Now, Black Hat will be like Reddit. Now, next thing is like, what can you do that's more Black Hat is like mass DMs, which you can do on IG, Twitter, and you can also run shoutouts. Shoutouts can be run on IG, they can be run on FanView. What you guys might not know is you can actually get pay to win traffic on Slushy. So for Slushy to get your model onto For You page to basically promote her, same way things with Tinder and dating apps like that, where you can pay to have your profile blasted to a lot of people, you can also have that. So that's pay to win traffic. Next thing will be sales. How you're actually going to monetize this model. So now the two main ways you can do an AI model are FanView and Slushy. Like I said, already made a video on Slushy. I personally don't like FanView. I think it's trash. I'm not going to go too in depth into it, but obviously it's the most popular one out there right now because it's so easy to do. But Slushy is a lot better, and I'll be making more videos about that soon. Next will be messaging. So chatting. This is how you're going to make your main money, right? It's sexting. So you need to have content ready to go for that. That's why we have the NSFW content. Next thing, you'll have your bundles and PPVs. This will go into the main feed. And very similar to OF. If you guys have any sort of OF background, this is nothing new to you. Tips, incentives, and challenges. So these are things that honestly, they're a lot more pre-available in Slushy. So Slushy is very gamified in terms of the fact that you can buy gems and stuff. So that's really nice. All right, let's just continue on with the video though. All right, so as promised, the exact workflow for creating the models. Now, this is my exact workflow with one small exception, which I'm going to explain and give a disclaimer to you guys right now. So step one is obviously, like I said, after you research, you find what type of model you want to make. You would use either Picasso or Comfy UI to make the base images that you will need to then start creating all the other stuff. Now, I personally, just being very straight up, I don't use Picasso and Comfy UI. I have my own in-house software. I'm going to be overlaying some examples and showing you guys some of the stuff that I have been able to make. So stay tuned for that. But if you're just starting off, you're just a beginner, brand new to this, don't want to spend too much money, Picasso is great. Comfy UI is very technical. The user interface is not friendly at all, in my opinion. Now, next, how do you actually create the model? So once you have the base images, how do you get the IG thirst traps? How do you do that shit? All right, so I'm gonna put you guys on here. So it's actually a little thing called Higgs Field AI. Now this is one of the best publicly available AI softwares that I have personally ever used. It's what I'm using to create all of my IG content. The thing about Higgs Field is that obviously with any AI, the better the base images you provide it, the better it'll spit out. But this is just a little bit of game for you guys. All right, next thing, very basic. So you guys are just gonna create the IG. You're gonna warm up the IG. I'm not gonna go too in depth into these steps here. Those will be for later videos, and obviously for my school. After that, you're gonna create either a fan view or a slushy account. I recommend creating a slushy account just because it's free traffic. After that, you're gonna optimize this. You're gonna create the page. Fan view, I don't know too much about. I don't personally use it. I don't like it. Slushy, very easy to do. You're gonna have obviously your free page, so the stuff that you're gonna put out there, and then the stuff behind the paywall. After that, marketing your model. So that's just gonna be IG. So that's just gonna be pumping out reels and just growing the account essentially, really. This can be automated by getting a social media VA to start doing the posting for you and then pushing all of the traffic over to either Slushy or FanView. And then after that, you're going to reinvest in scale. So what does that look like? It just means more IG pages, more models, and you just repeat the process, rinse and repeat, guys. Literally, it's a very simple, very easy workflow. Now, there's never been a better time than now to get into this industry. The barrier to entry is literally just how creative you are, how switched on you are. You now know there's no need to be going out and buying models, getting all these contracts. Traditional OFM is about to be dead very soon. It's actually happening a lot quicker than I thought. I actually know a lot of guys that are running very big agencies, and they've already noticed that AI OFM is already taking a big chunk out of their earnings, guys. They're already starting to notice that this is starting to eat a piece of the pie, and it's not going to be long before the technology behind creating models gets so automated, it gets so good that most guys that come into this industry, especially newer guys, they're just going to be like, why would I want to deal with the headache of a girl unless she's bringing something crazy to the table, like a couple mil on IG or like a very strong fan following? It won't really make sense to sign these low tier girls anymore. So anyways, guys, peace out. As usual, Discord will be in the link below. Hit me up. If you guys have any questions on Discord, directly DM me. Get keen for that school, guys. That is going to have everything there that I just spoke about in much more detail. If you guys like this video, please subscribe. Please drop a comment. Appreciate you guys. Love as always.